Let's talk about badge soaring. Badge soaring recognizes soaring achievement at all levels, beyond just hours. Most of the badges focus on the preparation for and execution of cross-country flights. Cross-country soaring requires the ability to effectively thermal and climb in the glider, stay aloft for long periods of time, and plan and execute flights beyond gliding distance to the home airport and all that involves. The A, B, C, and bronze badges are all easily achievable within almost any soaring location and all from within the gliding distance to the airport with rental gliders. The A badge recognizes the solo milestone, and its requirements match the regulatory knowledge and skills required of all pre-solo students, plus the actual solo itself. The B badge recognizes the acquisition of thermaling skills. The SSA considers this the practice phase. This achievement level is attained by a solo flight of at least 30 minutes after release from a 2,000-foot tow, adding 1.5 minutes per 100 feet of altitude above that, so 45 minutes after release from a 3,000-foot tow. The C badge expands on this experience and skill level of the new soaring pilot's ability to find lift and stay aloft, as well as being better prepared for an off-field landing. The SSA considers this the pre-cross-country phase. It requires dual soaring practice, including instruction in techniques for soaring thermals, ridge soaring, and wave, though simulated flight and/or ground instruction may be used when suitable conditions do not exist. Knowledge of, but not necessarily experience in, cross-country procedures, sailplane assembly, disassembly, and retrieves, and the hazards of cross-country flying. You must demonstrate the following accompanied by an instructor: to make a simulated off-field landing without reference to the altimeter, perform an accuracy landing, touching down and coming to a complete stop with an area no greater than about 500 feet in length. By the way, every landing you do should be conducted as an accuracy landing. Land where you want, stop to minimize the walk to parking or the next takeoff. And a solo flight of at least 60 minutes duration after release from a 2,000-foot tow, adding 1.5 minutes per 100 feet of tow above 2,000 feet. Therefore, 75 minutes after release from a 3,000-foot tow. The bronze badge is a more sincere effort to prepare the soaring pilot for cross-country flight and the silver badge tasks. C badge completion is a prerequisite. The SSA considers the bronze badge as cross-country readiness. To earn the bronze badge requires 15 solo hours in gliders, including 30 solo flights with at least 10 flown in a single-place glider if possible. You need to log at least 2 flights, each having a duration of 2 hours or more, perform at least 3 solo spot landings in a glider witnessed by an SSA instructor. You'll need to log dual timing gliders with an instructor, during which at least 2 accuracy landings are made without reference to the altimeter to simulate off-field landings. And pass a closed-book online examination covering cross-country techniques and knowledge. The minimum passing score is 80%. Practice questions and the actual exam are on the Soaring Safety Foundation's website, soaringsafety.org. The A, B, C, and bronze badges are administered and awarded by SSA instructors. The silver, gold, and diamond badges are administered and awarded in the U.S. by the SSA upon careful planning, execution, and submission of the required forms and proof of achievement. The silver badge recognizes the pilot's venture beyond gliding distance to the airport into cross-country flight. This would typically be done after you've earned your private pilot certificate. The silver badge requires 3 elements: a 1,000 meter or 3,281 foot altitude gain above a low point, a 5-hour duration flight after release, and a silver distance flight to a finish fix that is at least 50 kilometers or about 31 miles away from both the release and the takeoff. The destination or turn point does not need to be declared ahead of time. You may go wherever the day allows. The distance flight intentionally wants to take the pilot beyond gliding distance to the home airport. It can be a return flight after achieving the 50-kilometer finish point, or a one-direction flight with a landing at another airport. The cross-country flights required for the gold and diamond badges fall into two categories: distance and goal. Distance flights can be accomplished in several ways: straight out, with the option of landing at another airport or field; out and back; a triangle with the same start and finish point; or a course with up to 3 turn points that can be used in any order, with start and finish points that can be declared during post-flight analysis. A goal flight requires a much tighter definition, with defined start and finish points and turn points that are used in the declared order. Each of the achievements for the gold and diamond badges will require the use of a suitable flight recorder. Careful adherence to the sporting code rules is necessary to avoid small errors causing an invalid claim. Trust me, I know. The gold badge adds 2 additional elements if you already have a silver, and awards you for a well-planned cross-country adventure. It requires a 5-hour duration flight, if not already accomplished on the silver badge, a 3,000 meter or 9,843 foot altitude gain from a low point, and a distance flight of at least 300 kilometers or a little over 186 statute miles. The diamond badge also requires 3 elements: now a 5,000 meter gain or 16,404 feet from a low point, a goal flight of at least 300 kilometers, and a distance flight of at least 500 kilometers. With proper planning, the gold distance and the diamond goal can both be flown with the same task and achieve credit for both. Careful planning is essential, as 299.9 kilometers is not far enough. Other parameters such as the width of the start line and finish line and altitude loss during the task make planning and understanding the rules of the task essential. Close enough doesn't count. The 5,000 meter or 16,404 foot altitude gain would be very difficult to achieve in many soaring locations in the U.S. due to the Class A airspace floor at 18,000 feet and a low point after tow release. In practical terms, the flight is going to require a wave flight to attain the altitude required, as well as a glider equipped with oxygen. Indeed, this flight will almost certainly require a visit to a location with a prearranged wave window into the Class A airspace. Such places generally offer wave camps where you can experience a week or so of guided instruction, high-altitude flight, and a solo flight into the wave near the end of the course. Many of these camps refer to themselves as diamond mines for this reason, and are all properly equipped gliders with oxygen, transponders, etc. Most of these types of events are listed in the Soaring magazine well in advance. Diplome awards for distance flights of 750 and additional increments of 250 kilometers are also available. Documenting your flights. While it would be nice if the authorities could just take your word for having met the requirements for any badge, this is not the case. In days gone by, these achievements were met with scribe tracing on a clockwork-driven barograph and photographs with a film camera mounted on the canopy, photographing the flight's written out, declared goal in the first frame and turn points in subsequent ones. The official observer was pretty closely involved in certifying that everything was done properly with no opportunity for cheating. Some of the rules still affect these methods. In today's world, flights are certified with electronic flight recorders that use both GPS and barometric data to record parameters of the flight every second or so. Many also double as navigation units that can be either portable or permanently installed. Some are pocket-sized and others require a mount to be of practical use. Not all flight recorders are approved by the IGC or International Gliding Commission for use in badge and record soaring, so that's one thing to consider when purchasing. Flight recorders must also be checked every 5 years for the recordings to be valid for badge and record soaring. The SSA, or Soaring Society of America, oversees soaring contests, badges, and records in the United States. Membership is required to participate in the ABC badge program. There are several membership options, including a free cadet membership for those up to the age of 18. The official rules for badge and record soaring are available from the SSA website under the Badges and Awards heading. Included are condensed, easy-to-digest guides for each of the badges and the official FAI rules for pilots and observers, which are not so easy to digest, as well as the application forms that can be filled out right on the SSA website. I hope I've piqued your interest in setting and meeting your soaring goals and then being able to show your achievement through the Soaring Badge program. Thanks for watching.